Hey YouTube, this is GamingBizzness here with another $100 video for you guys, and today I'm going to discuss with you about the new test server that came in May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And I want to talk mainly about two things. One, the content itself that they bring to the game and the changes, and the second one, what I think about it and the gameplay mechanics and what I feel about them. So if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe so you won't miss another $100 video content. And let's jump straight into it. So the main things are highlighted in the first section of the site. They say they added 5 weapons with sniper scopes for long, medium, and short range. So now it's categorized differently from the main game. The main game has a category for weapons. It goes about one-handed rifles and two-handed rifles and tools and such. So now it's categorized by long, medium, and short ranges. So basically long range is Winfield, Moissanite gun, Coldwell Rival 72, etc. And short range is basically pistols and swords and stuff. Sorry. They added 2 tactical grenades, flash bomb and poison bomb. Flash bomb is pretty explanatory, self-explanatory. It's flashbang, and poison bomb is like when you fight the spider and it spits a venom on you and there's a cloud of poison. This is basically what the poison bomb does, just creating a cloud of poison. So if you're standing in it, you're losing health, and once you go through it, your visibility is reduced and you cannot hear so well. Added 12 new traits and 11 new hunter outfits, which is basically skins. They improved the map readability. They introduced a new falling damage, so you can no longer jump or fall from heights without any consequences. They changed the infantry slot, refactoring. They rebalanced the player footsteps audio, which in my opinion I didn't feel any difference. Tell me in the comment down below if you saw any difference. I personally didn't. And they updated the bloodline screen, which is basically the main menu and stuff. Finally, they introduced a new mechanic when you interacting with the monster. If you remember when I spoke about my previous videos about the current state of the game. If you didn't saw the video, by the way, I linked it in the description down below. Basically, I said that almost nobody is interacting with the monster. Nobody is killing it and interacting with it because there's basically a camping fest around it, because nobody encouraged to do so. So they basically introduced the option that if you actually extract, you get extra $25, which is always welcome. But the main thing is that now, if you manage to banish the monster after you kill it, you get your life back. So if you basically lost even a permanent health bar that you lose by death or fire, you can get them back. So when you banished, you get a full health, which is totally insane, and I'm totally into it. Thumbs up for Crytek about it. They changed a little bit the blood screen menu, as I said, and now you have clue defenders as well. So basically, when you go to take a clue, there's a high possibility that the game spawned AI around it. Even crows. In my experience, I had even group of crows on the clue itself. So basically, it's harder. So you have to choose between avoiding this clue or spooking the crows and make noise. It can be any zombie, it can be Hive, it can be an armor guy, whatever. So now it's not guaranteed that you take the clue without making any noise. They've also introduced new weapons with scopes, like the Moissanite gun sniper variation. I'm not going to read everything in here, you can see for yourself, it's just long, but you got the idea. Scopes are into the game. Basically, it's pretty self-explanatory. It's not really OP, I think it's okay. The scopes are cracked, and sometimes you can get even sun reflections, so you can see shit. And your peripheral vision is also reduced by much, so you don't see anything clear around the scope area. Also, in addition, they added the spyglass tool, which is basically binoculars, which I'm a really big fan of. They added new traits. There's some pretty new and pretty good traits. They added like the first one, which is the bullet grabber, which basically means that you can reload mid-clip without losing the chamber bullet on certain weapons. It usually had this trait only for shotguns. Now it applies for Moissanite gun and Dolch, etc. So you won't lose more ammo, which is really nice. Also, I really like the resilience, which can get you revived with one full health chunk. So it's really, there are a lot of interesting new stuff and new combination. Hopefully all of them will be in the final update for the main game. I won't read everything because you can see it for yourself. You can pause the video if you like, but really a good addition to the game. And again, hats off for Crytek for this. Also the new PvP kill reward mechanics. Now you're getting different XP from each hunter level, which means like if you kill hunter tier 1, you get only 100 XP. If you kill tier 2 hunter, it's 500 XP and 1000 XP for killing a tier 3 hunter, which is I really like. This is a very good addition. I totally disagree with what they're saying in the title. They're saying the new system they made the system in order to discourage hunting new players with white shirts, basically, which is tier 1, instead of focus on veteran players, which really I don't get it. It's like saying, okay, so now I won't kill any tier 1 hunter because I'm getting less XP. No, I'm going to kill everyone I see just because I don't want to have threats in the game. I just want to eliminate any threats I have. I don't care what tier is he. I want to kill everybody I can see. It won't really discourage me if I kill one tier 1 hunter. It's not like, okay, it's a tier 1 hunter, you know what, let him live and I just live with the consequences if he flank me and kill me. I totally disagree. They've also changed the price for almost everything in the game. Everything is more expensive now, especially the sniper variants. So as you can see, the Moise Nagant sniper variation cost $1,340, which is a lot, and I want to talk about the pricing later. So now you can see overall gameplay and UI stuff they did to the game. You can see now they're in the bottom left corner, they added the stance indicator. You can also see the stamina indicator, so when you're exhausted you could see an icon for it. Now you will see the new clue animation, and in this particular one I had the clue defender was a crow, like a group of crow exactly on my clues, and I spooked them. Also now you will see the Vitelli Deadeye variation, which is a rifle with a scope. But now we'll talk about a little bit about the game and my impression and what I basically think about the game now. I think the game suffers now from identity issues. It feels more casual. And I know like they want to make a better time for new players and make the game more easier to them, because now every hunter starts with full health, no matter the tier. So even if it's a tier 3 or 1, you still get full health amount. And they increase the damage for all the weapons, and even the Wilfried can 2 shots an enemy, no matter what, even if it's a tier 3. So, and the game want to discourage you from engaging tier 1 hunters because they're giving you only 100 XP compared to the 1000 XP you get when you get a tier 3 hunter, which I get it. But on the other hand, the pricing in the game now is insanely high. That, I mean, hunters cost so much money, so now it's basically mean you have to kill, I mean, hunters can cost now $2,000. And so basically, if you even want to break even, you have to do a server wipe and almost like three gauntlet runs just in order to break even about the cost you paid for the hunter. You can see now in the picture that it's super expensive. I mean, so I really don't know what they're trying to accomplish here, because even if I buy the cheapest one, if I want to buy a gun that makes a difference, now cost even more. So it really forces you to play way more aggressive because you want the bounty now. So even if you do like 1 or 2 rounds, it's almost not enough to get like the Mosin Nagant or the, let's say, Nitro Express stuff. I mean, yeah, those are the best rifle in the game, arguably, but if it cost like 1,500 and above, you didn't really do anything. The first players still have struggled in the game in order to earn money. So what's the point? And like, if you have to do like 3 gauntlet runs, and gauntlet run, it's a hard thing to do. I mean, I'm doing it a lot, but I'm dying a lot in the process. So even if you're a good player, doing a gauntlet run on a full server, it's a pretty hard thing to do. So let's say I want to buy the most expensive one in this picture. I have to do like 4 bounty extraction, but not like an easy one like the one I steal. I need to like find the 3 clues. I have to kill at least 1 or 2 hunters. I have to kill the monster, and I had to banish it 3 times in order just to break even. Even 4 times I need to do it to even get higher than that. And if I want to do a gauntlet run, I need to do at least full, at least 2 ones, good ones. Again, you need to kill some players, you need to find all the clues, and just then you will get the full amount just to break even. So I don't know what they're trying to do. It's like you feel like you're like chasing money now. Like it's even, you're desperate for money. I've played like 20 or 50 games in this game already, on test server I mean, and I almost have the same money at the end when I'm done playing it. Because you lose money and earn money at the same rate, because everything is so expensive now, and even I'm doing like a lot of gauntlet run, it really not enough. It's even if it's enough to die once, so you have to spend like 1,000 or more on hunters. Just, I mean, you can always buy the cheap one, but you will die because you don't have the best weapons. Even though if the Winfield is a 2-shot, they're still not good as the Mosenagant and stuff. So I really don't know why they did this. I really hope it won't be like this. Again, it's my opinion, but I think this is one of the most weird decisions they took in this test patch. And I think like it's good. I think I'm not against that everybody start with the same amount of health, but they increase the weapon damage for everything. So the game feels more casual now. But the real problem now, as you see, is the money issue. It's insane. I mean, I'm totally against it. This is a terrible idea. They should change it. And I think the way it was before, it's very good. Maybe they can increase the price just for the top tier weapons a little more, and that's it. Don't touch it. This is my opinion. And again, but really, this is a bad thing. At least for my experience. I like the idea of like the new stuff they added to the game, the features like the new traits, the new poison bomb, the flash grenade, the binocular, which is really good. It's like finally I have some binoculars so you can spot enemies from a distance. I like the addition of scopes as well. It's not really OP, even though a lot of people are really concerned about it. I think this is a good thing because it's not really OP. You can't see really so great through it. It's cracked. You can see the sun reflection sometimes, so you can see shit. And your peripheral vision is pretty bad. So it's okay. I don't think it's really OP. Maybe they can tweak it if they want just a little bit. But I think overall this is a good idea. It's a nice addition to the game. Add new tactics and mechanics. But my general idea and opinion about the test server, that I like the new content they added. Again, like the addition of new gadgets and stuff, and new traits. But the core mechanics, like, and the pace of the game, they really ruin it for me. I think this is bad because, again, about the money issue, like I said. And now basically every server that I get into is a Spark Fest. So basically everybody buy the Spark just because it's not expensive. It's the same price. It's $250, which is totally reasonable for a gun like this. Even though it only have one bullet and you should reload every time you shoot. But it's really powerful gun, as you can see even in this video using the Spark, because there's no point of buying anything else because everything is so expensive and you want to chase the money just to break even every time. So I think like everybody using Spark now and nobody does anything besides it. You can hear the sparks all over the place and nobody is using another gun just because you don't need to. There is no reason. Nobody buys the tier 3 hunters because everybody have the same health, and it costs the same amount of money to buy the guns, the guys you want. So there is no reason to spend so much money on a guy when you can get the same amount of health and you anyway going to replace the gun you get if you have the money already. So nobody really used the tier 3. They use maybe the tier 2, maybe, but everybody, there's no point really. Even me, I don't see the point to buy tier 3 hunters now. And I like everybody uses Spark because nobody wants to risk so much money every time they play. I mean, I know it's a risk reward game. I'm honestly, I don't really care about the money. Usually I win games, but I know there's a lot of players struggling. This is a really big issue. They have to fix it. I mean, I don't care if they really revert this to the current state of the main game. But as of now, I think this is really a bad thing they did. Performance-wise, I think the game is running better for me. More stable FPS. Still bad, but it's more stable. The game runs way smoother. The colors, I think they changed something in the settings. Maybe the contrast or the saturations. But the colors seems super vibrant. I like it. So thumbs up. So overall, I gotta say, this update feels like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. The content we're getting is very good. You know, the gadgets, the scopes, etc. It's a good day at the end of the day. As gamers, content is always good, but the game, at the end of the day, the devs should decide what this game should be, more casual or hardcore. Right now it feels like a mess. So anyways, feel free to like this video. I put a lot of hard work in it, so hope you like it. But if you still dislike it, feel free to do so, and make sure to subscribe so you won't miss anything in the future. And until next time, keep playing and have a great day.